Hello everybody and welcome back to the Subtle Beauty YouTube channel. It's Tabitha here and today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this makeup look using the Ulta exclusive 6-in-1 stack. I'm going to start by taking my concealer and I'm going to go in with my dual-ended brush and take the denser side, and first I'm going to spot conceal these acne spots that I have. I'm just going to dab that on there. Same thing with this end. And then I am just going to pat in those edges with my finger. When I am spot concealing, I like to just pat around the sides instead of going into the center of where I put that concealer, because what I'm trying to cover up is my acne spot. So I feel like when I go like this to the center, it's taking off that product where I really want the most value out of my coverage. And if I blend around it with a little tap maybe in the center, that's how I find that I get the most coverage out of the concealer when I am spot concealing. Same thing, I'm going to take my concealer and the dense side of my dual-ended brush, and I'm just going to use this as an all-over foundation. This is super buildable. I like a lighter look when it comes to using a foundation, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do, but you can also build this up. I tap it in on my under eyes and on my eyelids. I'm gonna bring it up to my forehead. First, I drag it out just to get the product all over, but then after that, I'm going to stipple it in to get a seamless blend. Now I'm just gonna do the other side and I'll be back. Now that my foundation and concealer is laid down, I'm gonna go in with my lip and cheek. And what comes in the 6-in-1 Ulta stack is Runway to Rose if you are on the fairer side like myself. I like to do this with my finger, so I'm just gonna go in, pick up the product and dab that on my cheekbones. Same to the other side. You can always use that denser side of your brush, but I like to just go in with my fingers and I'm just going to tap this out and blend it in. I place my blush a little higher up because I think that gives me more of a lifted look. If you want a more rounded look, you will just place that more on the apples of your cheekbones instead of where I have placed it. Now that that is placed and blended out on my cheeks, I'm gonna go in and put this on my lips. This is one of my favorite go-to natural lip and cheek shades. I think it just gives me the perfect flush that I need. Now that my cream products are all done, I'm gonna go in with my Shine Control powder just to set everything into place. I'm going to take the fluffier side of my dual-ended brush. I'm just going to pick up this product and set all of that foundation, hit my T-zone and my eyelids where I get super oily. Now that my Shine Control is all done, I'm gonna take that fluffy brush and go in with my dry brush cleaner, and I'm just going to swirl this around, dust off all that excess, and then I'm going to go into my powdered bronzer. Again, depending on your concealer shade, that's how your bronzer is gonna get matched up. Mine is on the lighter end, so I use Leche, and I'm just going to place this on the outsides of my face. I'm also gonna take it to my cheekbones underneath that lip and cheek, and I'm just going to blend this out. I also like to bring it to my ears, my jawline, a little bit down my neck, and into my hairline. And then the easiest way to get nose contour is just bringing it to your nose. You can also always use this as an eyeshadow as well. Everything in this stack is super versatile. Next, to finish off the look, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow duo. This is Staycation. I'm going to take the matte side, and with my eyeshadow brush, I'm going to use a fluffier side, and I'm going to just lightly buff this into my crease with a very light hand using windshield wiper motions. I also like to bring it into the outside of my crease as well. Same thing to the other eye. You could also use that dry brush cleaner for your eyeshadow brushes and dust off your eyeshadows when you are switching in between shades. It's super helpful for when you're using any kind of powdered product and you're using the same brush for different shades. Next, using more of a paddle brush, I am going to take the shimmery side of this eyeshadow duo and I am going to place that all over my lid. You can also always use the shimmery sides as highlighters. You can put them in the inner corner of your eye for a little pop. And last but not least, just to top it off, this is optional, but I'm going to take a mascara of my choosing and I'm just going to top my eyes off. And that is the final look using the Ulta exclusive 6-in-1 stack with the dual-ended brush. 21 Days of Ulta starts on March 6th. Be sure to check out the Subtl stacks over there for an amazing discount. And with that, until next time.